Here are with James from Bella Painting, is master at using Earthpaint, and he's going to talk about some of his techniques for applying this product on wood trim.
All right. What we did here first is we went through the room here after they put the wood up and we sanded everything down, got it a little decent smooth. After that we applied the earth stain, brushed it out real even, and what we did after that was we took a dry rag, wiped it out real nice, dry ragged it again with another dry rag to get all the residue off, and brushed it out. All the corners and everything were brushed out. That way it's uniform over the whole entire area. Also downstairs what we did is we had a big set of base come in. It was also alder. And what we did was we took the Rainforest and we rolled it on. After we rolled it on, we back rubbed it with rags, dried it as best we could. After that, we took a dry rag, went across it again, and made sure that there was no residue left on it. That way it would dry up overnight. Without that, it won't dry up overnight, but it will in 24 hours. After that, we took a roller, we rolled on the mountain, we back rolled it again, we wiped it twice, once with a rag to take off most of the residue. The second time was to take off whatever else was built up. After that, we stacked it up. Next morning we come in, we turned it face to face, beautiful wood. I think Earthstain's an excellent product. It's got a good working time to it. I've not found out any point yet with this Earthstain that I've had a problem with it. It works really, really well. We have radiata pine here. We have an alder right here. There's two different kinds of wood, and if you'll notice right here that this wood's real close together, being the same thing. Real close on the colors, and a lot of times it's kind of hard to do unless you really come back into this wood and work this wood with the alder and darken it up. Sometimes two coats on the alder, radiata, and one coat on alder will get it about the same, but the Earthstain, it come out pretty close together. So I'm kind of amazed at how it come out. It's a real good product.
And you're using the Rainforest Sealer and the Mountain on on this wood?
Yes, sir. That's it.
The Rainforest Sealer having been custom tinted to this color.
Yeah.
And the Mountain is used as a rub coat, 2 coats of Mountain rubbed. And this piece that we're looking at here only has 1 coat of Rainforest Sealer on it.
Right.
And how do you feel about that product for sealing that wood up in 1 coat?
I think 1 coat, it's excellent. I mean, I believe right now that, if there's water got on this, it'd beat up and resist it real well. I mean, after that, the 2 coats after it's put on, it's not going to be easy to get any water into this. I think it's a great product.
How do you go about diluting it? Do you dilute the product at all?
Actually, what we do is we go, I take a half a pint to a half a gallon. I take half a pint of the orange cleaner and dilute it with a half a gallon of the product. And what that does is it thins it down enough to where you can work with it a little bit easier instead of it pulling your arm real hard. And if you had these boards off the wall, they were flat on a baker's scaffolding or a set of sawhorses, you could roll that onto the roller and hit the edges at the same time. And as you wipe that off, it would go so much quicker. A lot of folks want to try to do a lot of things hard way. But then sometimes you can do it like that. I think this is a great product.
So you're tinning, you're diluting the Rainforest Sealer with stain in it, 16 ounces to a gallon, 1 pint to a gallon, and that works really good.
It flows it real well.
Yeah.
It does. It flows real well. But again, like I say, I'm impressed with the stain. Everybody here that's been on this job up at Balsam Mountain, they think this is a wonderful color. And it really is. It's the custom color. Earthpaint, he went into the shop over there and made it for us.
Earthpaint, owner of Bella Painting?
Yes. He had it made up, and like I said, I'm impressed with the color. I really am. And the homeowners here, they've already seen the colors. They've seen how close everything's gotten with the colors, so they're really enthused about that. So I believe we'll have some folks that will be excited about their house. I'm glad. Because this is a pretty expensive house.
It's a beautiful, cozy location in the Balsam Mountain Preserve. You can see the enormous mountains in the background somewhat, and just a gorgeous location and a beautiful job being done by Bella Painting. And James and Ever here talking about the Earthpaint products, Rainforest Sealer and Mountain, that they're using right now. And this is going to be just a very cozy and rich home for this family to share for their lifetime.
And another thing I tell you also about this the sealer on here, when you put that hand rub sealer on here, it actually doesn't pick up as much dust as a normal poly would when you put it on. For this job right here, if I was to take a waterborne or an oil-based poly and brushed it on and let it dry out over time, I guarantee you this would be a whole lot rougher than what it is right now. This hand rub, the way that it films up and builds, after the rub, it keeps it so much, there's a lot less dust that forms on the wood, and I'm amazed at that. I really am. That makes my job a lot easier.
Great. Well, thank you very much, James. Appreciate you talking with us today.
All right, I appreciate it.